Harmon Yoga. So grateful that you're here practicing with us today. We're going to begin in a child's pose. Find your big toes together, knees apart. Reach your fingertips to the top of your mat as you start to settle into your body. If this is not a comfortable space to start your practice, find any other space that feels good to you. As you land in this child's pose, maybe you shift hips side to side just a little bit. Relax the crown of the head and the forehead down. Relax the shoulders. And begin to deepen the breath. Maybe beginning to connect to an Ujjayi breath, finding those big, full inhales through the nose. Long, slow exhales out of the nose with that slight constriction at the back of the throat. Slowing everything down. Allowing yourself to land here in your body in this moment. Starting to scan and notice how you feel physically. What are the sensations that are showing up for you? Are you feeling them in the low back? Are you feeling them in the shoulders, the chest? And don't label them good or bad, right or wrong. Just notice what they are and then breathe a little bit deeper. After you finish scanning through the body, draw your attention towards your mind and how you've been feeling today. What are the thoughts that have shown up for you? The emotions, have there been patterns? And again, don't label it good or bad, right or wrong. Just notice it. Notice where you've been and how you've been moving through your day today. And then begin to take a cleansing breath. So just right where you are in this space, inhale as much as you can. Hold that air at the top. And then exhale, let it out of the mouth. One more inhale, fill up with all the breath you can. Exhale it out of the mouth. And as you're ready, we'll begin to make our way up into a tabletop. Start to stack those shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees. Lift and activate through the belly, beginning to move through some cats and cows. Inhale is going to take the heart and eyes forward as you engage the core. And then exhale curls you up and in. You can keep the feet flat or tuck the toes, chin to chest. Rolling with breath through the body. Two more rounds. Then we'll come back into this neutral space. Finding a spinal balance. Right hand will reach forward, left foot will reach back. We're lifting and engaging out of that right hip. Maybe the hands begin to lift and hover. Playing with a little bit more balance today, we're going to take the arm a little bit to the right, leg a little to the left. And back to center, to the right and left, back to center, and notice what that's doing to the pelvis to the right and left. And center, this is our last one, to the right and left. And center, come back towards that neutral tabletop. Take a round of cat and cow, inhale to lengthen. Exhale to curl, really separate between the shoulders, drop the head. And then come back into that neutral space, long spine. Let's move to the other side. Left hand forward, right foot back. And you can stay right here as you build that stability in your core or begin to lift to hover. Lengthen the back of the neck, breathing big. Stay in stillness or start to shift open and closed. Just subtle movement here, open and close. Notice the muscles working really hard. Open and close. Last one. Open and close. Coming back into our tabletop. Gently wiggle those hips out. Let go of any tension that came up. Oh, we got Mr. Peanut joining us. Tuck the toes. Walk the hands back towards the knees. Have a seat on top of those heels. And then interlace the fingers here and start to take a little bit of movement through the wrist. Try to take that wave the other way. That's always fun, right? Trying to reverse it. And then shake it out. Coming back into our tabletop, stack those joints. My bloody. And then let's move again into a spinal balance. Right hand forward, left foot back. Stay here and breathe or lift. Stay here in stillness or curl. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend and lengthen long through the back of the neck. Exhale, curl it under, elbow to knee. Pull up through the belly. Inhale, extend and lengthen out. Exhale, curl it under, elbow to knee, chin to chest. Inhale, extend out. Exhale into your tabletop. Find a round of cat and cow. Inhale forward. Exhale, curl up and in. And then we'll come back into center. Other side. Left hand forward, right foot back. Inhale, lengthen to lift. Spine is so long through the crown of the head. Reaching and lengthening back through that heel. Staying in stillness or we curl it under, elbow to knee, lift, curl. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl it under. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl it under. Last one, really pull in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale into our tabletop. Take that last round of cat and cow here. Getting any tension out in the hips and the neck and shoulders. Drop the chin to the chest. Inhale brings us back into that long spine. Now let's find our way to our first downward facing dog. Tuck those toes, lift the hips up and back. Landing in this down dog, maybe you'd like to walk it out, bending one knee and then the other, melting the chest back and down. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Now if this down dog is not for you today, come back into that tabletop and work towards stretching the calf muscles out here. And I'll give you a quick demo if you're looking for it. You're gonna press and extend, right? And then you can come over to the other side. So that just takes a little bit of pressure off of you if down dog is not for today, right? Last 2 breaths wherever you are. Making big, full, slow breaths. Then we'll inhale, rise high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Step walker, hop your way there. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, shoulders back, belly in. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, drop your head. Hands can be on blocks. Inhale, rise, tall mountain, reach to the sky as you open the heart, lift the belly. Yes. Yeah. Please. Thank you very much. That one's for you. Right here? Ooh. You ready to go potty? Let's get that diaper off. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause for a moment. Stand here, maybe close your eyes. And now that we've moved a little bit, notice how you feel. There's no wrong answer. And from this present place, this present space, I offer you to set an intention for practice today. What could you use a little bit more of in your life? Maybe it's self-love, kindness, patience, but find your intention for today's practice and begin to breathe it in. Holding on to that intention as we continue to move. Inhale, sweeps the hands to the sky, lift up, open up. Right hand grabs the left wrist. Pull to the right for that side body stretch. Lengthen up. Inhale brings us back through center. Switch that grip. Exhale over to the other side. Lengthen. Inhale brings us back through center. Release that hold. Exhale, forward fold. Empty out your breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, palm the mat. Find your way back to plank or modified plank. Lift and engage here through the belly. Hold 2 breaths. Press into all 10 fingertips. Feel how strong you are in this body. And then decide to stay here. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Excuse me, Mr. Peanut, I'm coming down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back downward facing dog. So both of those are back bends. You got to engage and lift through the belly. As you land in this down dog, take a cleansing breath in. Exhale it out. Begin to inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-point. As we exhale, we're going to land in a warrior 1. Foot comes in between the hands. Spin that back foot flat at a 45-degree angle. Hands lift high to the sky. Breathing into this sensation as the hips are nice and square here. You may be able to lengthen out this warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the mat. Find 3-point again. Right leg is going to lift all the way to the sky. Couple of little steps or one big swoop as that leg lifts. Roll through that ankle one direction and then the other as you relax the top of the head down. Breathe big. Stay here in this space or exhale, cheetah, shift forward, nose to knee. Inhale back to 3-point. Exhale, warrior 1, foot between the hands, rise strong. When you're ready, exhale, fold, humble warrior. We're going to bring those hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Lengthen as you fold. If you don't quite have this flexibility, you can always grab a strap here or hold on to the hips and work on this balance. All right, a lot of balance here, so lift up to the belly, lengthen to the top of the head. Inhale, rise, warrior 1, rise strong. Exhale out, warrior 2, sink deep into that front knee, arms reach out in both directions, and then we'll inhale, peaceful warrior, reach up to that side body. Exhale, side angle, forearm to the thigh or hand to the earth or a block on the inside of that right foot. Open up to that heart space, pressing through the outer blade of that left foot. Inhale, rise, peaceful warrior, come all the way up and back. And then we're going to exhale to a rainbow warrior, straighten your front leg. Bend your back knee, maybe turn that knee out to the side as you sink down into this squat, right? This is a lot of balance here. Try not to lock out that right knee. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Come all the way back up through that side body. Big breath. Exhale, runner's lunge. Cartwheel the hands down. Frame that front foot. Get as long as you can through the spine. And then revolve, left hand down, right hand to the sky, lengthen out. Exhale, top hand down, find 3-point as the right leg lifts to the sky. Take a bend in this knee to stack and open your hips. Left heel is melting down towards the ground. Right knee to the sky, big breath. Inhale back to 3-point. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale high up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Step walk or hop your way there. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, shoulders back, belly in. Exhale, fold, drop the head, relax the neck. Inhale, rise, tall mountain, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, empty the breath. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold, palm the mat. Find your way back into that plank or modified plank. 2 breaths here as we find some strength. And then you either choose that chaturanga flow or skip it. Find downward facing dog, moving with breath, moving with intention through your body. Right? There's nothing you have to be doing. So make sure you're staying tuned into this physical space, listening to what you need in this moment. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky, 3-point. Exhale, warrior 1, lift with the belly. If the foot doesn't quite get all the way up to the top of the mat, use that left hand to bring it up there. Inhaling, strong hands lift high to the sky. Find that balance in between the hips and then lift through the belly. Next, exhale brings our hands down to the mat. Find that 3-point. Left leg lifts to the sky. Roll through that ankle one direction and then the other as you melt the right heel towards the mat. Relax the head. Exhale, cheetah, nose to knee, shift forward, lift up. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, warrior 1. Foot comes in between the hands as we rise strong, hands to the sky. As you exhale, finding that humble warrior, bring those hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, take those hands overhead, and find balance. So even if you're not in this variation, we're really working towards lifting the arches of our feet, relaxing the top of the head down. A lot of our balance is pulling in through the core so we can grow longer here. Slow down the breath. As you're ready, we'll inhale, rise up, warrior 1, gently release that bind, slow. Exhale out, warrior 2, realign those hips and those feet. Inhale, peaceful warrior, reach up to the side body. And then exhale into side angle, forearm to the thigh or hand to the earth or a block. Open up to that side body. Finding length in the spine. So if you come all the way down to the ground and the spine is super curved, come back up to the thigh, right? Working towards finding this long, strong spine and not just trying to get deep into a posture. It's going to help our bodies a lot in the long run. This time we're going to inhale, peaceful warrior. Here we go. Hold that deep bend in the front knee. Now we're exhaling to rainbow warrior, straighten the front leg. Try not to lock that knee out. Right knee is going to open and turn out to the back and the toes go with it. Finding this nice, strong, fun, balancing posture here. Moving right back into our peaceful warrior. Shift forward, lift through the belly. Bend that front knee up and back. And then we're going to exhale to that runner's lunge. So cartwheel the hands down again. Lift the belly. Bring those hands down to lengthen. Finding that long spine, we begin to revolve. Right hand down, left hand to the sky. Open up, look up. Exhale, top hand comes down to the mat. Let's find 3-point as the left leg lifts to the sky. Take a bend in this knee, stack and open your hips. Inhale brings us back to 3 points. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Step walker, hop your way there. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, tall mountain, reach up, look up. Right hand grabs the left wrist, pull to the right again for that side body stretch, and then we'll start to curl through center, belly button to the spine, chin to chest, open up over to the left side. It's gonna feel so good. Come back up through center, switch that grip, exhale over to the left. Curl in. Open to the right. Inhale back through center, release that hold, exhale forward fold, empty the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Catch a ragdoll arm bind here. You're going to grab opposite elbows. Let the head hang heavy. Knees can be bent. 3 breaths as you lengthen the spine. Gently release that hold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Shoulders back, belly in. Exhale, fold. Drop the head. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Finding stork, that left knee is going to lift up into the chest. The left foot can be on the earth. Hands can be to the sky or to the hips. Find balance here. See if you can circle that ankle one direction and then the other. Making your way into a crescent lunge. Left foot is going to lift and come behind you. Hands high to the sky. Lightly land. Belly button to the spine. Bringing those hands to heart center. Prayer twist to the right. So that right elbow is going to come on the outside of that, the left elbow is going to come on the outside of that right thigh as you twist. If this is too deep here, come back into that revolved side angle we did earlier. Pressing hands towards one another, maybe trying to get those thumbs towards the heart center. Breathe. No forcing, just finding ease in this moment. Squeeze those high inner thighs. And then we'll inhale, hands back through center. Lift belly, lift belly, lift belly, lift belly. Exhale out, warrior 2. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale to half moon. So if you're floating there, go ahead and go. If you need a block, grab a hold of it. Woo! Wobbly on this deck this morning. Grab that block and start to reach down in front of that right foot, opening up to stack those shoulders, stack those hips, reach arms in both directions. Notice where the imbalances are coming from and don't judge them, just tap into it. How can I be stronger here? How can I find more ease in this moment? Warrior 2, lightly land. So lift through those high inner thighs, open out. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, runner's lunge. Cartwheel the hands down. Frame that front foot. Find lizard. Heel toe the foot to the right. Hands on the inside. Back knee down. 4 breaths here as we melt into this space. Reaching hips down and forward. You can fold if you like here. I'm going to stay lifted. I'm trying to work on that back hips flexor. So lengthening up through the belly. Relaxing and opening up through the shoulders. 2 more breaths. Gently bring those hands back down to the mat. We're finding our way all the way back to 3-point. Right leg lifts to the sky. Take a bend in this knee, stack and open up. Stay here, find balance, or flip your dog if it's for you. If you're moving into flip dog, right leg gets super heavy. Push into your left hand as the right arm starts to float off of the mat, opening up into this one arm back bend. Belly is engaged to protect our spine through our transitions. Here we go. Come back, 3-point. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Step walker, hop your way there. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, tall mountain. Let's take that ride on the other side. Right knee starts to lift up into the chest for stork. Find that balance and stability here. You can always use your props, your kitty cat, to support you if you need it. And then we're going into that crescent lunge. So soften the left knee just a little bit. Pull in through the belly and start to find that transition through the pelvis. You can take a couple of steps too, so you don't have to do that 1 foot back. Find that space to land, and then you decide if you're going into revolved side angle or prayer twist. Hands to heart center. Open up to the left. Take the variation that's working best for you today. Breathe big. Inhale, hands to the sky. Look up, lift up. Exhale out, warrior two. Ooh, Mr. Peanut, watch that tail, buddy. Inhale, peaceful warrior, and then you decide how you're getting into that half moon. You can float or take a couple of steps as you lightly land here. Shoulders want to stack, hips want to stack. Find that balance and stability in this space as you breathe a little bit bigger. Opening up, finding that ease, even with all the wobbles, right? Don't let them shake you. Just notice them. It's your body working really hard. So give it some kindness. Coming back into that warrior two, lift with the high inner thighs, soften that left knee, lightly land. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, runner's lunge, cartwheel the hands down, frame that front foot. Lengthening out, we find lizard as we heel toe that foot to the left, hands on the inside, back knee comes down, lifted or folded, up to you. I'm saying lifted today. Opening up as much as I can through that chest to find ease here, lengthening hips down and forward, and I'm lifting and engaging through that belly. Slowly coming back into that 3-point, take a bend in the knees, stack to open the hips, stay here, find balance, or flip your dog, up to you. Wherever you're at, be there 100% and see how you can find strength and ease in the same moment. Slowly start to make your way back into that 3-point. And then we'll exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Step walker, hop your way there. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, shoulders back, belly in. Exhale, fold, drop the head. Inhale, rise tall, mountain, lift those hands, lift that heart. Exhale, hands to heart center. Remind yourself of that intention that you set for practice today. And then we'll inhale the hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, empty the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take a super deep bend in the knees. Have a seat all the way onto the bum, and we're going to bring the feet together, knees apart, for bound angle. So you decide if you want to go more inner thighs today, bringing the feet super close to you, or more outer thighs, more outer thighs, taking the feet far away from you. So I'm going to take outer hips today for this wide-legged diamond shaped. Inhale, the heart begins to lift. Exhale, I shift forward, and maybe this is it for today. If you're already feeling that deep sensation, then you pause here, find some ease, and allow yourself to soften as you go forward. If you're already down a little bit more and then you start to feel that resistance, it's the same thing. So wherever you're at in your practice, in that present moment, be kind to yourself. The more you practice this mentality of forcefulness or it has to be this certain way, the more you're going to see that off of your mat. So if you can practice this ease and this kindness and what is just is, and then I'm just trying to find peace, then that will translate off of your mat as well. We got about 4 more breaths here. Find as much length and space as you can, softening down. Inhale is going to begin to bring us up nice and tall. Pause for a moment. Allow your body to settle here. And then begin to make your way onto your spine. Setting up for one final back bend. I'm going to take bridge. Feel free to take what you like. Feet or hips distance apart for bridge. Fingertips down towards the heels. Begin to press into the feet. Lifting the hips high to the sky. Maybe walk the shoulder blades together behind the back. Pulling the chin to the chest slightly as you open up the back of the neck. Breathing into this space, inner thighs pull towards one another. 2 more breaths. Exhale slowly brings you down to the ground. Pull through the belly as you lower. Protect that spine. Pause for a moment in stillness as you land. Let your body settle. And then you choose feet together, knees apart, or feet apart, knees to touch. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Notice how you feel in this moment physically without judgment. Breathe a little bit deeper as you soften and let go of tension. Stay in here as long as you like. Or when you're ready, start to move into your final inversion of practice today. Maybe hip stand, lifting the heels to the sky, happy baby, grabbing the outer blades of the feet, ankles or shins. Anything to get your feet above your heart these last few moments of practice. If you're in that happy baby or hip stand, relax the low back down into the mat, relax the shoulders, relax the neck, and just let everything else happen, right? So you're not like, trying to get your feet down. You're just opening up. So even if you can't grab your feet and you're holding onto your knees here, you're holding onto your quads, flex the soles of the feet to the sky. If you're in that hip stand, same thing. Just find some ease through that body. Scan through and notice if you're holding on to any tension. I just notice I'm like pressing my head into the mat, trying to break that habit currently. Find an ease in that neck and throat chakra. Last breath in this inversion. And then slowly start to bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze, a big hug for getting on your mat today, taking care of your body. And stay here or take those knees over to the left spinal twist. Open up wide, take up space with that upper body and find some heaviness here. Slow down your breath. Knees come back through center, making any adjustments necessary. And start to head over to the other side. Same thing, open up. Relax down. And as knees begin to come back to center, taking any final movement you need to take to complete this practice today. And when you're ready, releasing out into your Savasana. Allow the legs to fall heavy to the edges of the mat, arms away from the sides to take up space. We'll just take the next few moments to allow our nervous system to reset and our body and our mind to rest and heal. So maybe close your eyes, let go of your breath, let go of any tension in the body, and just be here in this moment. slowly beginning to come back to your breath. Take a deep inhale. Slow exhale. Bring in a little bit of movement into the fingers and the toes as you gently wake up the body. Maybe reaching arms overhead like you're waking up first thing in the morning. And staying here on your back or making your way onto your favorite side. Again, just to pause. Notice how you feel physically. Notice how you feel mentally and emotionally since you practiced today. There's no good or bad answer, right or wrong. And then as you're ready, we'll make our way up into an easy seated position, bringing the hands to heart center, closing out this practice in a seat of gratitude. Thinking of one thing that you are incredibly grateful for in this moment. Picture that in your mind. Breathe it in. Allowing that joy and that gratitude to just kind of vibrate out through the body. And then when you're ready, bringing the thumbs up to the forehead, finding gratitude for one another in this amazing yoga community. Namaste, friends. Namaste, guys. I truly hope that you enjoyed that practice today. I hope you feel better in your bodies and your minds. If you enjoyed, please click like and subscribe to this channel and maybe share with one friend, because the more we can share this self-awareness and this self-love, the better the world is going to be, right? If you would like to join any of our live classes, they're so much fun and it's such a wonderful community. I post all that information on my Instagram page at Cat Harmon Yoga. So check us out. If you need anything, please reach out. Hey, I will measure you. Whoa. You are not little. You are so big. Look how big you are. Isn't that cool? May mommy finish her class and then we'll go. Does that sound fun? Are you ready? Alright, go inside, find something else to measure. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Please. Thank you very much. That one's for you. Right here? Ooh. You ready to go potty? Let's get that diaper off. The space as you breathe a little bit bigger. This is what? This isn't yours? Okay. Say it one more time. You don't like those? I'll get you some new ones today. We're going to go to the store. I'm almost done. You got excited? All right, head back inside. I'm almost, or head inside or come out here and sit down. Which one do you want? Can you shut the door? Can you go bring me your little thing that we put your cookies in? It's the little bowl. Do you want to go get the bowl to put the cookies in? They are cool, huh?
put it on my hair? Can I put it on this Buddha for a minute?
Okay. Thank you. Hey, I'm almost done. Do you mind whispering just a little bit so I can finish this? Hi, beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, I'm almost done.
Thank you for whispering. You're so good at it. Can you put them on the Buddha? Can you put them right here on Buddha?
On Buddha. Notice how you feel mentally and emotionally since you started practicing today. Hey, I know. It's really hard for me to talk to them and you at the same time, okay? You can stay out here, but you don't have to go inside, but I can't talk to you while I'm teaching. Is that okay? Okay, thank you. Please go get what I asked you to get.